Hey there, I'm Blaze Thompson. Welcome back to Tactical Strength Television. Today, battle plan, leg work, warm-up number 3. Check out our website's warm-up page. There's videos for each warm-up. Find out what warm-up number 3 is if you don't know. From there, you'll get started with leg work. First exercise in leg work is lunges. Notice the first portion of this workout is a circuit. You've got lunges, ball leg curls, and a Bosu hop and squat, which we'll explain momentarily. First exercise in that circuit, though, is going to be lunge. To do a proper lunge, you need to break it down the first time you do it into a 3-part play. First part, take a giant step. Second part, go straight down. I want you to think about taking your back knee straight to the floor. Ideally, when you're at the bottom of the lunge, both legs are at a right angle. Notice how I've got my toes lifted up just a little. I'm doing that to show you that the weight needs to be in the heel of your foot. Come up. You'll switch sides. Down. Come back. Each rep counts as 1. You do 60 total. Now, I don't care if you do them standing in place, stepping backward, or walking lunges. Make sure, though, that you giant step, straight down, up, next one. I notice a lot of people try to rush lunges. They'll come down and force their knee forward over the toe. This puts your knee in a bad predicament. I want you to try to separate the move in your head. Step, straight down with the weight in the heel of the front foot. Then come forward. Step, straight down with the weight in the heel of the front foot. Then come forward. That's exercise number 1 in the circuit. Exercise number 2, ball leg curls, working the hamstrings. Grab your ball. You'll want to lay back on the floor. Stability is key in a ball leg curl. We're trying to challenge your brain and your body. Palms come tight to the floor. Post your hands on the floor to help you gain your balance in the beginning. You'll raise your hips. You need to get your butt clear. I want your hips flush. Now notice I've got the ball resting on the back of my leg, just below my calf, just above my ankle. Right in that Achilles area. You're going to raise up, keep your hips high, curl the ball all the way in. Notice at the top my hips are just as flush as they were at the bottom. I have my hips sagging. Now in the beginning, as you're learning this exercise, your hips may sag some. But you want to work to hold them up. It's out, breathe out. Ksh, 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 under control. Set that bottom back down. 15 reps of the ball leg curl is second in the circuit. Make it harder by going a little slower, raising the butt even higher. As you get advanced, you can cross the arms, take the stability out of it, force your abs to work even more. Third exercise of the circuit, the Bosu hop squat. Come take a look at our Bosus here. What I've done is I've placed 3 Bosus in a circle. Really, they make a triangle. You'll notice there's circles on a Bosu. You want to try to get your feet outside of the second circle on top of the Bosu. Take a position. It doesn't matter which one you pick to be the first one. But what you're going to do is start with a squat. Boom. Hop to the next Bosu. Squat. Hop to the next Bosu. Head back front. Squat. Head back. Squat. That's 1 repetition. Now, if you don't have a Bosu, all I need you to do is make 3 targets on the floor. What I've done here is created a little triangle out of 3 paper plates. Very simple. Same motion. Squat, hop, squat, hop, squat, hop, squat, squat. Try to hit your targets. 1 rep is around and back. You have 5 reps. If you get strong enough, your balance coordination is good enough, add weight to that, make it harder. It's 4 rounds of those first 3 exercises. 60 lunges, 15 ball leg curls, and the 3-piece ball or Bosu hop squat. From there, first part of your workout's done. We got the circuit out of the way. Now we're going to totally tax the muscle and work from power with some negative repetition squats. Let's head to the squat rack. All right, here we are at the squat rack. What I want you to remember is most important when you're doing negative repetitions is safety first. The negative portion of the lift is when we're stretching the muscle. It's actually when you do the damage to the muscle fiber itself. You know, the gym is the only place you can come and fail and have done a really good job. Because anytime you fail, your muscles have to build back stronger for the next time. That's the whole principle with negatives. We're trying to push that muscle to failure. Now, negative is the stretch portion of the exercise. So on a squat, that's when we're going down. We're stretching those hamstrings and glutes. On a bicep curl, you curl up, you stretch back down. That's the negative. So you get the general idea. The negative is the stretch portion. You're actually much stronger in the negative portion of the lift than you are the positive. So on this day, you're really going to load the weights up on negatives. Let's say you max squat 300 pounds, then you want to do your negatives with at least 365. How do you accomplish that? How do you do it safely? Get in the rack. Always use good form. I want you to keep your chest out, shoulders back, keep your chest long, all right? You want to set the rack up for success. All racks have some sort of safety bar on them. For our rack right here, we go overhand, underhand, move the bar down or up. What I want you to do is get your elbows high, squat down until the midline of your thigh is parallel. From there, just reach out and figure how low you are and set your bars accordingly. So I'm parallel to the ground here. I need my bars set just below where my shoulders are parallel. That way, worst case scenario, I can always set the bar down. A negative day is one big worst case scenario. You're going to set the bar down on every set, all right, unless you have a real good spotter, somebody you trust to help you out. Since I'm doing these alone today, I don't have a spotter. You'll see the technique that I use to do negatives. Now, obviously, I use a lot more weight than this whenever I'm doing the real reps. But what we're going to do, use your good squat form. And remember, these videos are just a guide. If you really want to learn how to do this stuff properly and keep yourself safe, come into our classes. I'll teach you everything you need to know. But I like to line up, get those hands even on the bar, get your mind right. I don't ever like stepping into the cage unless you are ready to work. Negatives are big work. All right, ankles directly under the bar. We're going to squat down, give it a couple of pulses, raise up with that bar on the shoulder, step back, get clear. Notice I got my chest out, my shoulders back. What I'm going to do for this negative repetition is inhale big, start to exhale. I'm coming down to a count of 8 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There, and boom. Just drop and let the bar go. Come out from under it. You may have to strip the weight off. You're going to set the bar back up top, which I won't have to strip. This weight's rather light. Rah. Get it up. And now we're going to go for another negative. Remember, you got 5 reps of this negative. You're going to want to do 8 seconds. So it's fine to have to unload the bar each time. Technically, when you do these with the right weight, you're going to come down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You may notice a spot where you're weaker than others and suddenly, boom, it's just down, okay? That's what I want. I need failure for these negatives to count. You must hit the bottom, okay? You're going to have to find that point of no return in order to get something out of these reps. Complete your 5 negatives of the day. Get your post-workout stretches in, you're good to go. Thanks a lot. See you next battle plan.